I watched this episode 4 times already plus the documentary. And no one's gonna argue when I say that this is not a BL. This is an art. I Told Sunset About You is a masterpiece. The preparation for this series is just so heavy. From learning multiple languages, Chinese, its characters, Southern Thai's accent, swimming and diving, motorcycle driving and all that. I think director Boss is a god. Technical side first, the color grading, the cinematography, the direction, the lighting, the editing, the script, the acting, the chemistry, hands down. This is perfection. The color grading is on point. The color is warm but it would make you feel sad. It suggests pain. Director Boss is amazing. Watch the documentary and see how hands-on he is. And the fruit of his labor is very evident. I love the lighting, especially when they use the sunlight itself. In engineering it's called daylight harvesting. It gives depth to the story in a way I can't pinpoint. The actors, just give them all the awards possible. They even sang their ests in different languages. What more can I ask for? The series introduction is showing us Tess credentials while he's singing a Chinese opera. I took this part very seriously as they even hired Chinese opera singer and teacher to pull this off. Tess' character was established beautifully and strongly even in the first few minutes of the show. The interview even asked him about his friend whom he has stated as the reason why he wanted to do acting. And his answer will be revealed on this episode's last scene, making this episode run in a full circle. We already saw pages on the direct admission school, but we only had a glimpse of him as a hint that he's the friend, for he wasn't introduced in the series by the time yet. Then they gave us a throwback on how it all started. When Taranto met for the first time during their grade 7 admission result. The two of them became best friends together with their group named Maraulik. While they're eating at Tess' mom, Suyong's a restaurant, they are all watching a Chinese drama where Ta got his dream. Their friends only laughed at him initially, thinking that Ta wouldn't make it. But Ta's very determined on his dream, and O is the first person who ever believed in him. They practiced playing Yanjian on the shrine, the place where they build their friendship together, stronger. They even have a secret place where to meet, the beach. This is also where they share each other's secret and vulnerabilities. And even insecurities that they can't tell any other person. And we must take note of that sniffing nose and baggage. We'll see more on the next episodes. As their school's celebration for Chinese New Year, they would stay to play Yanjian. And their teacher picks So to play the lead. I love how the two kids communicate with their eyes alone. O asked for his approval because he knows that it's Tess' dream. Ta gave him his blessing. All without uttering any word. And this is so sad. He's clapping his hands for O, though it isn't who wanted to play it. Ta, though jealous, helped O in every step of the way. They practice Chinese together even until the last minute before the play starts. Ta lifted O to reach Tess' dream. O forgot his lines the actual play, but instead of letting O fail and see this as an opportunity for him to be chosen next time, he helped O. The play continued flawlessly and Ta played as Yanjian, in the backstage technically being O's shadow. This scene is truly magnificent. Magnificent. After the play, O told Ta that he wanted to be an actor, to which Ta accepted on a very different and shocking way. He felt like O was taking his dream away from him. They had a huge fight as kids, then they ghosted each other. Ta went to a different school and they never talked to each other again, though we know how hurt Ta is. Ta's words hurt O, too. It left him scars that will be revealed as the series progressed. Back to present time, when then Ta went home from Tess' direct application exam. Sui, their mother, always brag about their sons, especially Hoon. As we all thought that this celebration was for Ta, but we're wrong. This is a celebration for Hoon. For being a good older brother and a breadwinner. But we must celebrate for Bilkin. The way he changed his facial expression. The acting is superb. From being somehow shy happy to this face of disappointment. We can feel you, Ta. The story now shows us Tess' school wherein he's classmates with Tiern, the girl he's courting. I love how Tiern clearly told him that if Ta met someone he likes, he can go after that person, for she's not ready yet even though she likes Ta. Ter enrolled to an extra Chinese class with his old friends. And this is when Ter and O's path will cross again. I really love this. They are very contrasting, but they almost mirror each other. Ter raises his left hand, O raises his right. T's hair is not styled, O is polished. These little details, I love all of it. During the diagnostic exam, Te peeked at O's score, which will become a route to one of their fights later on. Te keeps on wishing things to happen to O that he will regret later, and for sure he didn't mean. But I love how Taryn is not taking a side and still has a fair judgment regardless how close she is to Te and didn't even know O. She then proceeds by saying that she'll have a new drawing schedule. And Te feels like it'll be hard for him to catch up. But take note of the time, -4 am. Waking up to 4:14 is hard, huh? One night, Te stalked O's Instagram. He then saw how many followers O has and how active he's been. Te even studied how O poses for pictures. But I think his feelings and objective on stalking O changed when he saw something. Te saw best comments on O's IG and I think he got jealous. Jealousy is what pushes him to do what he did the following day. The following day, we noticed that Te's acting weird. Only to find out that he's waiting for her to leave just so he could use her hair wax. Many believe that it was because Te wants to emanate O, because he was seen copying O's IG posts. But I think it's because he's subconsciously jealous to best anyone O to notice him. While they're eating the Gret dessert, which I think is called OA, O praises Bess for having a perfect score with their diagnostic test. But we all know why O did it. He wants Te to feel small, for there is someone who got a higher score than him. Their friends comforted Te, saying that he's also good for he won at the National Chinese Opera. Upon hearing that, Bess told Te about O's idea of having a play casting students from different schools without really knowing O and Te's past. After triggering each other, this is when they started to fight. This is one of the highlights of episode 1. Te told O that he won't pass the direct admission, for he saw his score in their diagnostics and it's low. This triggered O's emotions and he walked out. Bess followed Te. This is when we know Bess a little closer. He's such a gentle soul. We must protect. As usual, Bess offered O to take him home, but instead of going straight to their home, he opted to stay in Bess' car for a while. They just stayed there for a moment. Bess didn't say anything as O wishes, no questions asked, he just stayed there. Then we saw O's resort and his parents. I love his parents. They are asking O for updates on his admission exam. Though they seemed intimidating, they asked O about his plans. Usually rich parents make the decisions for their children, but this is not the case for O. I love it. The following day, Te's mother's excited for the results that she even wanted Te to take his left foot first, for it brings fortune. Wadlin offers a BJ, a buko juice or coconut juice for the same reason as stepping the left foot first, fortune. We should take note of the coconut thing here because it is very important on the next episodes. And always remember Te saying it stinks. Before the results, O separated himself from the group and he heard his friends rejoicing for Te made it. Unfortunately, he didn't. The musical scoring in this scene is on point. If you watched it, watch it again. I really love the suspense music here. Also, Pages is claustrophobic. It's hard for him to do this scene regardless how short this is, but he did it. Te followed him and did led them both to the shrine where they used to practice Yanjian when they were young. It gives me a lot of aches here. This is where they made their childhood friendship stronger by practicing for a dream they both wanted. And now this is where they're ending it. During their fight, O's mother called and Taryn messaged Te. I don't know, the flavor it gives. This is madness. It makes the scene harder for O to accept. And harder for Te to watch O suffering. Fun fact, they reshot this scene. They're already in Bangkok when Director Boss wanted to reshoot this scene. Director Boss wanted this scene to be stronger, with louder emotions, so they went back to foot for this scene. And it's all worth it. Definitely the climax of episode 1. Te went to the beach they used to go when they're still young, and there's O. He came to return O's belongings. Then he apologized. The acting is superb. The lines were very minimal, but their eyes speak so much. You can feel how guilty Te is. How regretful he is. How much he wanted to be with O again. O's smile is very forgiving. The acting is so solid. The lighting here is magnificent. They also utilize the beauty of natural sun in electrical engineering. It's called daylight harvesting system. As they reconcile, the whole gang went to the beach. This is when the two of them had a more serious conversation, with Bess looking into them. I love Bess, but I can really smell the second let syndrome on him. I love how O initiated the Ken, like asking how I was going home. It really is something, an effort to bring back what's gone. Terry even invited O to his place and ate their favorite food when they were young. I love the small realities, like he wanted to send O a message to. It's just that he couldn't hit the send button. This is crazy. The script is as real as life. O even said that he's sorry too, that he was his mistakes also. But O clarified something that really hurt me. But hurt TEH more. But I understand where I was coming from. He even stated how Tess' word when they were young scarred him. What Tess said in the beginning is that someone like him would eventually quit. It gave him fire to be at his best. It gave him fire and he burns himself with it. He pushed for the drama club, filled his IG about it. Only to realize that he's doing it just to show Tag that he wouldn't quit. Tag accepted all of it. That they won't be best friends again. He's like crying but smiling still. The acting is A-gem. Then we heard the interviewee's lines on the beginning of the episode asking him to imagine his friend in front of him. He's crying because he wanted to be best friends with O again, and maybe smiling because he finally said the things he said on the audition. He's really in front of O now. He isn't really mad at O. Deep inside him, he wants them to succeed. The pain I felt here. I even started to cry. Then it faded out in the sunset. Just when I thought that it's done already, there's another scene when Terry is leaving their house with Hun's bag. Then it is revealed that he filled Hun's bag with his review books so that it would not get wet, and gave all of them to O for him to review for his admission exam. He then offered O to study with him. Ted has his ways to get O back. He wants his best friend O back. If this whole episode 1 is a movie, it would still be an excellent one. But it's a series with crazier episodes on the late part. Very good. This is a gem. Itsay is an art. This is a masterpiece.